See that 2 minute mark, so it been live.
Yeah, yours been live. It's all good.
Started up. But, yeah. Shalom, y'all Sharala. Hey, we start things first. Giving all praises to Yahweh, Hashem, Yahushua, Hashem, Rakhadah, true names of the Heavenly Father, Son, and the Holy Spirit. Double honors to the apostles, elders, the GMS. Shalom, sisters and brothers, living the truth. Sisters and brothers, listen and study, and study to show themselves approved. Once again, Tulsa Hebrew Israelite camp, prophesy the downfall of Babylon the Great. And we're going to start this out talking about, hey, we in them times, y'all, Sharala. Creepy Joe put out the PSA. If I start going door to door to see that if you got the juice or not, if you got the jab. So that right there is about to set up a whole bunch of prophecies, man. We're about to get lit up like no other. Because that's going to set off, to me, hey, that's the groundwork for Jacob's trouble. Because like Bayan said earlier, the number one people they want to get the jab, who they was gonna come to, we know they're gonna come to Jake's neighborhood. Yashara, they're gonna come to Israel. They're gonna come to our neighborhoods trying to make sure we jabbed up. Cause like devil got but a short time. And this thing, these chariots popping up, more active, the devil was scared. He felt like, hey, he has to get this agenda going. He gotta get the wheels off, man. So you got Creepy Joe about to call in troops from Afghanistan. Was that August 31st? And I read another article. September 1st, they're looking to make the jab FDA approved. Once you do that, they're gonna have full jurisdiction to put hell on you. Threaten your job, threaten your little means of income, threaten your travel, basically threaten your freedom. Because what's that? Revelation 13:16. These forces all. So they looking to force this thing, man. They got to wrap it up. And they got Jake doing music videos, promoting the jab. Like they really stepping it up this time, man. More PSA. And they saying now they got the Delta variant. And they saying it's more deadly than the first. They get the first factor machine going again. The lives going again. Talking about the hospitalizations is going up. I'm like, man, nobody talking about. I said, through the spirit, I might just roll through one to see what's up, like to see what's all in there. I'm gonna start out with, I'm starting the first precept out. It's Psalms 7 and 12. If he turned not, he will wet his sword. He had bent his bow and made it ready. When you go into that word wet, I use the WHET word. Look into that means sharpen. So that precept right there telling you, that's talking about the wicked. That's about Esau Edom. Talking about that sword has been sharpened. That sword going to their military power. It goes into, their legislation, jurisdiction, these agendas they got going on, man. And everything they doing right now is like the precept said, it's prepping that sword. They get ready to jump on Yashua like they did hundreds of years ago. What they call it, the Red Summer. During the 1990 to 1921, they're looking to do that again. And we in that season. So here we are, blowing the trumpet, let you know, like, here we go again. It's like, look, you see, they running the same game plan. They ain't even switched it up. Same lie. So I'm like, if you ain't woke up from this, man, hey, you all the way sleeping. You deserve that death that's coming. Because I'm like, man, these devils ain't trying to tweak the plan a little bit. It's like, we're going to run it again. It ain't making no sense. You got new variants. How would you got this old gonna work for what's new? They ain't pop up. Oh yeah, we did study. It's gonna work. Oh, for it to work though, you got to come in for a third round. You need a booster jab. I'm like, wow. So they're trying to make sure you die. They probably looking crazy. Like, now I jabbed him twice. He didn't die. Hey, run him again. You need a booster. It only worked for a couple months. They're gonna keep coming like, hey, you might have to get like 5 or 6 boosters. As you get that lucky number, you croak over and die. And your heart swell up. They look like, all right, his heart didn't swell up. Give him another round. They got to study. That was crazy, man. You hearing this giving people blood clots, killing, and they telling you need a booster of it. So that's their sword being ready, man. So these devils, like I said, they setting it up. So, and hey, when I brought up talking about that sword, I'll bring out another precept. These precepts is going into towns we're going into. Check it out, this second address, 16 and 1. Woe be unto thee, Babylon and Asia. Woe be unto thee, Egypt and Syria. Gird up yourselves with cloths of sack and hair. Bewail your children and be sorry, for your destruction is at hand. A sword is sent upon you, and who may turn it back? So they go to the priest, I brought out earlier. Most High giving you a warning. There was Edris talking like, hey, the sword is sent upon you, who gonna send it back? Because hey, once they start running this with they Crown 19 task force and kicking those in and trying to demand that y'all trying to be jabbed up, hey, that's that. Hey, when that gets set off, ain't no turning that back because a lot of the 2/3 gonna start shooting back.
Which is Isaiah 59 and 19. It says, so shall they fear the name of the Lord from the west and the glory of the rising sun. When the enemy shall come in like a flood, the spirit of the Lord will lift up a standard against him.
Hear that? So, hey, that's why we not afraid right there. That's why the hopeful elect is not afraid. I noticed you talk to your average Silas 2/3 Jake about the truth and about what's going on. They all that's scary. I'm scared. We not scared like that because we ready for them to come in like that. Because the precept I just wrote, just brought out right there, this red, hey, it's like you know, we know that's when we gonna get free. He said the Lord said I'll lift up a standard against them. But they come in like a flood, because they gonna come in shooting like a flood. They got the National Guard, they got the troops that's here. They bringing out troops from overseas over here. They're gonna use foreign troops, UN troops, and they gonna come in, hey, full force. But they gotta do this. And so when they do that, I'm not afraid, because that's when that standard gonna get lifted up. That's what we're gonna see if the Most High just gonna know if you're a man of fire precious gold or not. Because that's that fire. That's gotta happen. The standard get lifted.
Second Ezra chapter 9, verse 1. He said, he answered me then and said, measure thou time diligently in itself, and when thou seest the part of the sign past, when I have told thee before, then shalt thou understand that it is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made. It said, verse 3, and therefore, when there shall be seen earthquakes and upwards of people in the world, then shalt thou well understand that the Most High spake of those things from the days that were before thee, even from the beginning. For like as all that is made in the world has a beginning and an end, and the end is manifest.
Man, you read that? The end is manifest. What we doing is we measuring these prophecies. That's what it means by measuring the time diligence. Look at the prophecies. Then he told you at the end of what to look for. He said upwards of the people. You look up now, every country is rebelling against their government. That's never happened in the history that I've known since we've been here. That's never happened before. This is a worldwide thing. You got uproars of the people. You got earthquakes in diverse places, you know, which go twofold, because those people that's creating an uproar, that could be considered an earthquake too. Then you got natural earthquakes occurring too in diverse places, like right here in Oklahoma. We're not used to getting earthquakes, but we've been getting earthquakes now, and you can feel it. Like we in Cali or something. So they're going to earthquakes in diverse places, man. Then you got like countries or people rebelling that never rebelled against their government before. They used to just laying down, taking it, and they picking up rocks and they throwing them at their government, man. Because I noticed this Crown 19 situation showed that Babylonians are the dumbest people on the face of the planet. Because I noticed in these other countries, they're not sticking their arm out and taking this jab and infusing like that. Like they're questioning their people and their authorities, you know, at every instance. Only people I notice is taking this easy, which ain't gonna be everybody though, but it's a good majority of Americans. Babylon is taking this easy. They're the ones that sticking their arm out. Like they doing what their Eve said. Like, don't ask what's the ingredients in the infusion. I'm not asking, you know, what you say, not asking for the ingredients in the infusion. Not asking what's in the infusion, sticking out my arm. And I'm taking a few, and that's our people. You got all this evidence to show that this jab is no good, and yet they're still lining up and getting it. Hey, by the boatload, it's only speeding up. And with this dude talking about Delta variant, I can see it's only gonna get worse. You know? So That precept, that's how we know what's going on, man. We know the prophecy. Measure the prophecies diligently. We're looking at it. And we'd say you should know what very time you're in the Most High shall visit the world he made. That's how we know your house shall's coming back. We seeing all these chariot sightings. All the process that we see the mark of the beast getting prepped up. The structures of the mark of the beast is already in place. It just ain't been mandated yet. Which the jab leads into that mandation. Because first, your body got to be cultured to take the jab. Because it got a techno spin on it. The mark of the beast has got, it needed technology to be implemented. That's why we're in that generation where the mark of the beast got to be built. Because it has a technological spin on it.
Luke chapter 8 and verse 17. And it said, for nothing is secret that shall not be made manifest, neither anything hid that shall not be known and come abide. And it said, take heed therefore how you hear, for whosoever hath, to him shall be given, and whosoever have not, for him shall be taken, even that which he seems to have.
You see that? Take, you know what I'm saying, what you think you have, you know. So, man, a lot of people got to be taken, man, and not be like unawares. I noticed, like you said, coming like a thief in the night. This situation, a lot of Babylonians are set up, it's going to be a sure destruction. They are totally oblivious to what's going on, you know. And then, like, I noticed Jake's still trying to get the bag, not knowing that bag about to go, man. Like, Jake is really not seeking really what they need in order to preserve themselves. They don't even see the danger coming. And I'm like, they putting it on the like, even though they lie on it to their media, but I'm like, they putting it on the news, articles. Like, the Creepy Joe saying they're going to do door to door to me, kind of like saying, I've got to come get you. I'm about to go see about you. If you ain't took my juice, you know, I want to see why you ain't took my juice, man. Not only that, I'm about to send, you know, my strong ones.
This is Revelation 11:12. It says, therefore rejoice, O heavens, and you that dwell in them. Woe unto the inhabitants of the earth and the sea, for the devil come down to you having great wrath, because he knoweth that he have but a short time.
See that? That back up, man. That was beautiful right there. That back up everything I just said right there, man. It's like I just said, hey, the devil got but a short time. Esau, that's why you got what? Jeff Bezos, do their own Virgin Mobile. They trying to go up into space right now. Esau trying to get out of here. Esau know what's about to go on. Yeah, trying to go on their little spaceships and get up out of here. Because they're, like I said, elite Edomites, they know what's going on. They know what they did. They know the problem. You know, they've been taught that from what's in the Roman Catholic Church. They know the truth. The people don't know the truth. That's who we learn to now is 12 tribes of Israel. Yasser Allah. You Latinos, Native Americans, so-called African Americans, we talking to you. You the one don't know what's going on. You the one where the devil's plotting on you to overtake you, you know, real easy like. Because like the ox say, got but a short time, man. And like really when I look at it, it's coming out real sloppy. At the same time, they losing their wisdom. And they looking like when this thing come out, like Jacob's trouble, it's gonna be like the birds. It's gonna be killing and stealing everywhere you go. Like a madman sparing none. And that's all the effort for the elites to stay in power. They know crazy about to go down right here. They trying to go like that movie Elysium. They trying to go to space stations and chill on that. They trying to escape prophecy when I think about it. Because they know they going into slavery. So they trying to combat that with their technology. Because they think they're the most high. They think they can offset it. You know? That's why they call them the children of pride. That's that pride right there when you think you can defeat your creator. Or offset what he already had written down. Like we read what the Most High already got written down. And see, I'm gonna read this precept. It's gonna go with the Oculus read. This is Psalms 37:12. The wicked plotted against the just and gnashed upon him with his teeth. You know, and they go into like what they say, be armed to the teeth. They go to this military, man. They seeking to come down on us using a military. But they got plans already in place for that. What Rex 84, King Alfred, Project Megiddo, Project Jade Hill. You know, they already got military, but like you think about Crown 19. That's a military name. They already got the stuff that the legislation written out for this. They already got the plans written out for it. Operation Garden Splice. Yeah, Operation Garden Splice. So they got to implement it now, right in your face. Yup. King Alfred, Rex 84. Yup. That's the same plan right there. And like I said, this coming after you, y'all, Sherrod.
That's why I read in Luke 8:17, breaking it down. He said, for nothing is secret that shall not be made manifest. So that's basically saying that when he broke down the legislation, he's letting you know through those legislations, this is the plan. And then when we paying attention to the time, that letting them know that this what the wicked ass government, that's what they get ready to do. So that's why he said nothing is secret that shall be made manifest. And he said neither anything hid that shall not be known. So we coming out here and we letting you know that these devils getting ready to come down on us hard. You know what I'm saying? They already, Biden already laid out the plan. You know what I'm saying? And the president before that.
Like I said, I like you brought the full circle back. Esau should be made bare, and the man of sin should be revealed. So that precept right there going towards that Thessalonians 2:8. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? That go perfect with that because we know who it is. It's been revealed. We got the truth, so if we know the truth, we know the lies. So everything else has been revealed because we're like seers, man. Our eyes are blessed. We see it. We got the eye salve. So when we see it, we relate it to the sheep. That's what the good shepherd does. And we let you know that, hey, watch out for this devil, man. He about to come down. Hey, first he's going to use his finesse game, and then he just going to come hard body when the finesse game don't work.
Psalm 55:11, his word is smoother than butter.
The war was in his heart? Gone, man. Gone.
This is 1 Peter 4:7. It says, but the end of all things is at hand. Be ye therefore sober and watch unto prayer.
Woo, that right there. Hey, he said, be ye sober. You know what that sober go into? Most people think like it could be going to that, but Jake could think like drunk and like how that, but really that's going into don't be drunk on this Babylon truth. Those got the philosophies of Babylon the Great. That's what he says to be sober minded. Don't be caught up in Hotep Kemetic, Islam, all these false philosophies. You may need to be locked in on your how about Shah and the true doctrine and the living water. That's what he said, he mean by be sober. And then like what he said, you be watchful. Man, sorry. Are you good? And he said, yeah, be watchful. So that's what we doing right now. That's what we also known as the watchers. Yeah, hey, man, watching the prayer act. You gotta pray. You better be locked in. You're gonna need a prayer when this stuff kick off. You know?
Jump down to 17. That actually goes into
like I said,
1 Peter 4:17, for the time is come that judgment must begin at the house of God, and if it first begins with us, what shall the end be of them that obey not the gospel of Yahweh?
That goes into watching and be praying. So right now, he gave the instruction on to be sober and be watchful. But what is it for them for the people that's not? You know what I'm saying? I think we read the very next verse, 18, I think.
We on our watch right now. We watching this devil. Hey, watching his every move.
And 1 Peter 4:18, and if the righteous ever be saved, where shall the ungodly and their sinners appear?
Yeah, see that's perfect because we said if the righteous be scarcely unsaved. We out here, we hoping and praying to be saved. We hoping to be a part of that hopeful elect. So what is it for the ungodly? Where they gonna end up at? You know, that's basically they gonna lead it to destruction. A lot of people thinking that the Most High is gonna come back and save everybody, but that's not true. So that's why I said where should the sinner and the ungodly be saved? Especially when you don't follow the ways of Yahweh Shai, you're not paying attention to his first word when he said be sober and be wise.
See, that goes today. That's that finesse game. That's that serpent, man. That's why the Most High compared it to a serpent. They use that double forked tongue, that double talk, try to throw you off, and deceive you. And what got you deceived is all the misrepresentation of Yahweh Shah, and that's got you all, you don't know your true power. You don't know Yahweh Shah. Really, if you're using the right spirit, you should be getting armored up. You should be getting ready, to do battle with this devil, man. Which first you gotta do it spiritually. Because what we dealing with right now, this is spiritual battle, man. This devil, Like I said, one of my lessons earlier, we in the belly of the beast. We are fully conquered people. We are fully in the hands of this devil, man. So you need on the armor, a whole armor. You need the whole wisdom, knowledge, and understanding of how about Yahshua to withstand what we got to go through. If you don't have it, you're gonna fall by the wayside.
I got a precept to answer that question. So we said, what would the sinner and the ungodly, the ungodly be at? And it's asking where they be at. And this is 2nd Ezra, chapter 9 and verse 9. He said, these shall they be in pitiful case, which now have abused my ways, and they that have cast them away despitefully shall dwell in torment. And that's talking about the sinful and ungodly. They gonna dwell in torment. Okay, and then it said, verse 10, it said, for such as in their life have received benefit and have not known me, and they that have loathed my law while they had yet liberty, and when as yet place of repentance was open unto them, understood not, but despised. Okay, and that goes right back to what we're saying. We coming out here, we're telling you to turn back, get out of this wicked kingdom. This is not your rest. Okay, so that's basically going to be your place if you don't come back to the ways of Yahweh.
Like I say, we always coming out here trying to tell them repent. Repentance, man. You got to change. The only way you're going to change, you got these living waters. You got to let it hit your mind. Your mind got to be renewed. You got to, can't conform to this place. And you know what I'm saying? That's why, like we said, when you had liberty, right now you got the liberty to do that. Word is readily available. Man, you got brothers, hey, breaking it down. There's no excuses now. This gospel going out to all four corners of the earth. It's going to directions, which is going through the uniform, which is the internet, which is that unihorn. It's going through these channels, which water goes through channels. The scriptures going through the channels to hit you in order for you to get what you need to preserve yourself. Because, like what it say, Hosea 4:6 said, my people perish for lack of knowledge. Now we know what knowledge that is. That's the knowledge of Yahweh. That knowledge right there makes you precious to him. Because then once you have the doctrine and like when you got the faith and the belief and Yahweh, you got the works, that's what makes you worthy in order to, what it say, scarcely be saved, the righteous scarcely be saved. So we doing this and we still hoping we saved. But you really don't know if you saved. You can't be in that plantation Christianity, like what's that spirit, I'm highly favored and I'm saved. What they say, I'm saved and highly favored. That's pride. You don't know yet. Because we ain't went through Jacob's trouble yet. That situation ain't popped out yet, but it's coming soon. Like right in your face, right around the corner. You can't deny this no more. You deny it now, I know you scared.
I got the meaning for scarcity too. It's the Google meaning for scarcity. It says almost just, almost not, only very short time before, and then it says rarely, seldom, infrequently, barely. So that's when it's going into when the righteous gets to be saved, and barely be saved. Because if the Yahweh take out the righteous, he's justified in doing it. Because whether it's something you did in your past life or something in this life, regardless, the Lord Yahweh is justified in taking you out.
And like it's really, you should be putting the armor on at this state. That's what you should be at. Like you shouldn't be still lost and on the fence and my black African American. You need to be putting that armor on. This devil about to come down in like a couple of months. And if you don't know this truth, you highly exposed. All the way. And I'm gonna precept to back it up. This Ephesians 6:11. Put on the whole armor of Yahweh that ye may be able to stand against the wiles of the devil. For we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, against powers, against the rulers of the darkness of this world, against spiritual wickedness in high places. Wherefore take unto you the whole armor of Yahweh, that ye may be able to withstand in the evil day, having done all to stand. If they in part, having done all to stand in that evil day. Because if you ain't got this truth, when Jacob's trouble coming, that's an evil day. That's gonna be a real evil day. So if you ain't got the armor of Yahweh on, you're gonna be fully exposed to whatever this devil gonna kick out. Is he gonna have they probably gonna have the Humvees rolling out, 6, 8 troops deep, M16s, and I think we're gonna see they might pedestrian. I'm thinking they might just go hard body, like what's that? The first Purge, that movie. Remember they just went to the poor Jack neighborhood, kicking in doors, just lighting them up, neutralizing.
And Edomite gave the command. He said, kill them all. That's exactly what he said. Kill them all.
And look, because Esau in the pose of Pharaoh. Remember at the end of Pharaoh, what he said at the end, he's like, I'm letting him go. But then he's like, nah, we got to go kill him. You know? And I'm looking at Esau, hey, man, he trying to finesse. I think once he get, somebody jabbed up, he's going to get the chip. Once they get chipped up, the rest he going to try to neutralize. That's why I see what the Most High wrote in Revelation 2:9. Don't be afraid when they cast you into prison. Be thou faithful, and I shall give you a crown of life. And we know that we're going to cast. They got beaver camps, detention center set up. So you're going to be cast into prison. And it says, I might pull that, man, while I'm talking about it.
I got to read that back. What you say? What Revelation? I got Revelation 3. Like this, Revelation 3 and 9, it says, behold, I will make them the synagogues of Satan, which say they are Jews and are not, but do lie. But behold, I will make them to come and worship before thy feet, and know that I have loved thee. So that's going into the wicked elite. They're going to get preserved for our kingdom. They're going to be our slaves. Okay, and then verse 10 it says, because thou hast kept the word of my patience, and I also will keep thee from the hour of temptation, which shall come upon all the world to try them and dwell upon the earth. Okay, and that's what we're getting ready to head into. So a lot of people's faith is going to get tried, and the devil's going to come down with great wrath, just like the Akadar just brought out. He's going to come down with great wrath because he got just but a short time, but he knows that his time is coming. He knows that he's losing control of his world. He knows that his world is getting ready to fall. That's why the precept we said that Esau is the end of the world and Jacob is the beginning of it that follow. That's why he's coming down on the Jake neighborhood. So, keep your eyes single towards the time of September, October. Around those times, that's when Esau is gonna come down with that great wrath. He's gonna come down knocking on people's door. So be prepared and thank you, call on you, the Lord, how about you now, God, deliver you out of there.
I'm gonna bring it up. All right, I'll say 29. All right, I'm gonna bring out a scripture that should give you comfort. It's like when situations happen, this is for a time for our learning. And like when things happen to us in that time, we gotta know what to do. So you might get cast to a FEMA camp, you might get cast to a detention center, and it's a precept you need to dwell on that happened to you. And it's Revelation 2:10. For none of those things which thou shalt suffer. Behold, the devil shall cast some of you into prison, that ye may be tried, and ye shall have tribulation 10 days. Be thou faithful unto death, and I will give thee a crown of life. So with that crown of life comes that standard that I went into on Isaiah 59:19. But that's that power. When you get that crown of life, you get that power. So it's an eternal life. And he said that the devil should cast some of you into prison. So some of us get locked into FEMA camps and detention centers, all these new things they got rounded up. That's gonna happen, And for us, the hope we lack, when it happens to us, we can't lose the faith. Because the 2/3, man, they don't have nothing to believe in. They're not gonna be stable in these times. When this stuff come down the pipeline, they're gonna straight bug out. Because in their mindset, they thought Babylon's gonna always continue. And they secretly got a love affair for Esau Edom. They love the devil. So when the devil shows them that he is the devil, they're gonna be confounded. And they ain't gonna be believed like, I can't believe they doing us like this. And really, that shows that you're foolish and you are those side of children. Because you look at Esau Edom's track record, that's all he's ever done. So I don't think why would you think he's gonna do something different? Especially now his kingdom is crumbling, his economy is done. Like he really don't need you no more. He really needs to cut your numbers down. So that's why they running this agenda. Because what was that? The Georgia Guidestones said lower mankind follow was 500 million. So these devils already put their little game plan in work. And now how long they been there, man? They been there for like a couple years. Yes, he already got his little false 10 commandments. The first one is to get the killing. First one is to kill and get the population down to 500 million. And that's really goes to get our population down to 500 million. So they could be the majority. But really, in the world scheme of things, there's a minority. And they know it. Now they become the minority in the country they stole. They don't like that. So they got to get rid of our number. And this whole Crown 19 agenda, that's all to accomplish that. They're gonna take down, they're gonna crash the dollar with that. They're gonna take away a whole lot of life with that. And then they can do it easily. All they gotta do is say, well, they had the Crown 19. And it's justified.
And to back you up even further on that, man, they even give white women tax breaks, tax fund or something like that, just to have a white baby.
Tax break.
Yeah, tax break. They give white women tax break just to have a white baby.
Hey, that's how you know it's big business. They need to really make some babies, man. You get a tax break for that.
Not the white women that want to sleep outside the race, but the one that want to reproduce Esau Edom. You know, those ones that get tax breaks.
I didn't even know that, man. That's usually that show they really desperate. They trying to keep their numbers up, man. But yeah, you always hear them complain. They mad because he go get food stamps and get Section 8. Yeah, you get tax break. Basically, that's the same thing when I really think about it. But nobody bring that up though. They just want to put. And really, when I did my research, Esau Esau the number one person on food stamps Section 8. It's not Yasharala no more. They just want to put that narrative out like it's us and show a bunch of little ratchet hood rats. And see, that's them. And show the world like we just some niggas. And that's Esau when really he the original, Esau want to paint himself like he innocent and we the wicked. And that's how you know this place is upside down Babylon. And really, he's the wicked and the remnant of us are the ones that's righteous in our essence. Because I can't speak for, they don't make 2/3 a bunch of niggas, harlots and ratchets. But in our essence, we are loving people, man. We are the righteous people. If you get us to our most basic essence, what we supposed to be, we the righteous. And now they seek to take that out. And see, the ones of us that are coming out with this word, that came back to Yahweh Shah, that's cleaning our act together, getting our garment clean, that's the ones he's seeking to really take out. What's that in Revelation? I want to say a little bit under what you read. It said the dragons go do war with the remnant of our seed. The remnant, that's the hope we elect. Yeah, go ahead and bring it out. Huh?
This is St. John chapter 15 and verse 20. And it said, remember the word that I said unto you, the servant is not greater than his Lord. And our Lord, if we go by the order, is Yahweh, and then Yahweh Shai, and then man. So our Lord is Yahweh Shai, right? And then it said, they have persecuted me, they will also persecute you. And it said, if they have kept my sin, they will also keep yours also. So that goes into, if we follow it, that's why actually Yahweh brought that up. He said, once we come back and clean up our act, we come in to bring in, we try to clean up our act and turn away from this world. Guess what? They're going to persecute you. They're going to tell you that you are detrimental to society. So when I brought out, they try to cast some of you down into prison. That's the reason why, because you refuse to follow the ways of the devil. You refuse to not abide by the devil's system. Okay.
Yeah, that's perfect, man. Charlotte Walton is like this Yasharala. He brought up a good precept. I'm gonna bring that out, man. That Romans 11 and 5. Hey, that's what we got to talk about, the elect. That's what it's all about. That's what they're trying to single out. This is a symphony. And this is Romans 11 and 5. Even so then at this present time also, there is a remnant according to election of grace. So this what it's all about, man. That hope we lack, that group that came back to Yahweh Shah, they're going to get their grace. They're going to get their hedge of protection. They're going to be okay. And what makes them so special is that they have, or shall I say, we have, is the testimony. We have the faith, the belief in Yahweh Shah. Then not only we got the faith, we got the works. And that right there makes us worthy. That's why he calls the election. And that's who Esau Edom is really worried about, because that's why his kingdom's been destroyed. Because the Most High wants to put his people in the control of the world, in rulership. Because if Esau Edom continues to rule, the whole planet be destroyed. Because Esau Edom represents death. Yahshua represents life. The laws and commandments represent life. It preserves life. So therefore, the Most High in his infinite wisdom, their kingdom is not going to go past, the bounds that he set for. And you can see with the chariot activity, chariots getting all sprung up, they get ready in action. I went on a vacation about, what was that, last week? Man, we had in Kansas, I seen a big chariot, man, pulsate, right there on the road. They took off with lightning speed. So like if I seen it, and it was on like coming down a major highway, what that? Highway 75. So you know Esau seen it, and that's why they're scared. That's why you got elites, like we said earlier, they getting on their rocket ships. We gotta get out of here. Like man, it's about to get active.
Going to their bunkers.
Going to their bunkers.
Back you up even further on that precept you did that number. Then going back into 2nd Ezra chapter 9, and I'm gonna read down to verse. I'm gonna start at verse 6, and I'm gonna read down to 8. And it says, "Even so, the times also of the highest have plain beginning and wonders and powerful work and ended in effective signs." And it says, "Everyone that shall be saved and shall be able to escape by his work and by faith whereby ye have believed." And it says, verse 8, it says, "Shall be preserved from the said peril, and shall see my salvation in my land, and wherein my borders, for I have sanctified them for me from the beginning."
Woo! Right there, he called it, we say, declaring the end from the beginning. So everybody that's in this truth, all the hope elects, that means you believe in Yahweh Shai in your past life, man. That's why y'all should say, those that follow me to regeneration. We just keep regenerating. As soon as we do, we always come back to the truth. Because that's what they call, hey, we like light work. The light is in us. And that's why it's so easy for us to see. Like, we see the devil's plans clearly. But the majority of our nation, they can't see it. Nor do they want to see it. Gross darkness. And what I noticed, they love that gross darkness. Like
this is Nahum 3:1. It says, "Woe unto the bloody city! It is all full of lies and robbery, and the prey departeth not." And the prey is Israel, man. And the 2/3 of Israel, just like Tayasharala said, they don't even want to know. They just over here shit lollygagging around, just following after the plan of Esau and Edom. They departed not, so and they're gonna get destroyed.
God. I like to say that priestess say it's full of lies. Yep. And lies, that's what makes the darkness. That's the gross darkness. Because when you get in a lie, you know, that's you in the dark. Like if I lie to you and keep the truth from you, you in the dark. I got you. I could spin you any way I want to after that. Now once you got the light, got the truth, I can't come to you with a lie no more. You got the light on. You know, that's like trying to rob somebody's house in broad daylight with them sitting in there. They see you. You know, you might get put to death, but they're gonna call the police on you. You know, now so for me to do a successful robbery, I need to come get you at night. You know, you sleep and you don't see me. You know, that's what I said. They ain't gross dark. They can't see. That's why he called y'all the blind. What do you say? Blind leaders lead you blind. You fall into a ditch. That ditch is your grave. Well, that's gonna be that. And then this wisdom of this world, what you think is enlightenment, is really, what do you say? The light is of darkness. That's darkness. You know, you over here, like y'all trying to lean it on. I got a college, I got a master's degree, or I got some trades, or I got my own business. Not knowing, like, man, ain't none of that gonna hold you down when the devil come with a great wrath. You know.
Back you up even further. We go back over y'all. This 2 Thessalonians. I'm gonna start at verse 9 and read down to verse 11. And it says, "Even him who cometh is after the working of Satan with all powers and signs and lying wonders." And it said, "And with all deceivableness of unrighteousness in them that perish, because they receive not the love of the truth, that they might be saved. And for this cause the Most High shall send them strong delusion, that they should believe a lie."
So you hear that? Strong delusion, they should believe a lie. And boy, oh boy, do we not see that strong delusion? They running out and getting jabbed up like nobody's business with this thing. Has been a blatant lie. You can see right through it if you just got a little bit of wisdom. Yeah, man, like I said, that strong delusion. They still believe in baby Jesus. You know, they still going to Plantation Christianity Church. So you can see that strong delusion, man.
I had a conversation. I was talking to a coworker, man. I said, man, anybody that got the big bucks in the world, they basically sold out to Esau Edom. He was like, man, I don't believe that, man. I don't believe everybody, bro. Come on, bro. And I was like, yeah, Michael Jordan. No, not Michael Jordan, man. Come on,
see, he blind.
Yeah.
I mean, he's blind. You can tell he a sellout. Easy.
Yeah.
He don't do nothing for community, man. All they do is prop him up to be an idol.
Yeah.
And he just rolled the game. But he ain't do no Michael Jackson, Bill Cosby. He ain't do no Nipsey Hussle stuff. Yeah. You know, he might throw a little crumb out there, but he gonna do what they tell him to do in order to live good. You know, then he keep his face shaved bald. He keep his head shaved off. Like he's in the same, and he's married an Edomite woman. He's contrary to how Bashan shot. So all entertainers, like maybe some people subscribe, but all entertainers, if they mainstream, they are a sellout. Point blank, period, man. All of them. You got to, And like I said, you see that with Bill Cosby, Michael Jackson, Prince. If so, anybody that try to do something contrary to what Esau told him to do, hey, you about to cut your water off real quick. Take your bag from you. Oh, Nick Cannon. Remember Nick Cannon tried to get out there and try to be like us?
And they shut him down real quick. He got right back in line.
Right back, apology tour. He went back. He started spreading darkness after that. Was it him and Tiffany Haddish? Man, he went after that. Hey, I'm gonna get back on the team. Get back to spreading darkness and lie.
With that precept when Yahweh Shah was tempted by the devil, he put him at the top of the mountain. And he said, I will give you all of this because he's showing you that it's his world. So that's basically that precept going into all of these so-called celebrities, that's what the devil did to them. I will give you all of this as long as you worship me at my feet. And that's basically what they've been doing.
Gift destroys the heart. And they got tried and fired, and guess what? They didn't come out like gold. They got burnt up. And then they're gonna also get burnt up with a hot thermonuclear the missiles go off. So we already seen them get, jammed up and not, resist temptation. They already done took it, man. They probably already chipped up. That's why they can't go against that. Go against, they got to roll this agenda. And all of them promote the jab, all of them. So I'm just like, and that should be easy to see. That's what I'm saying. How time we gotta sleep? How you not know? I bet he older than you too. How you not know that? And come on, man, that should be plain. He'll sell out. Tyler Perry, it should be plain. You shouldn't be struggling with that no more.
And it's obvious, man, because they following it. The 2/3 are not the ones following, like you always say, right? It's more obvious because you see that they start speaking the same lies that the Esau Edom been saying. Like for example, you see Juvenile, he did a whole news clip. He was like, man, I'm not trying to force everybody, but man, just do your research, man. Do your research. In other words, you can't do your research, you ain't gonna get that. Man, that's just basically what the devil always say, man. Psalm 55:1. His words is smoother than butter, but war was in his heart.
And back your further on that too, like to go further what you said. I got family members telling me to get jabbed, and they sound just like the commercial. Just like the commercial, and they telling me you holding us back from going back to normal. I'm like, that ain't make sense.
Bringing out precepts and scriptures when they just made at the signs of heaven, they ain't want to follow out the good sign.
Yeah, it's really telling me to be quiet and tone it down and don't say that. And telling me to go, and I can see that I can see the division coming in. Like they let me know they'll get me up. They already told me I'm the reason we can't be like, man. Grandson and nephew, he getting radical. We getting in that hate group.
That goes into what this Biden also put out another thing.
Oh, he did say that.
He wanted everybody to snitch people out.
Yeah, he did. God.
And I got a precept to back up on that. This is Matthew chapter 24, verse 8. And he said, all of these are the beginning of sorrow. And this is the very beginning of what we're talking about. He said in verse 9, he said, they shall deliver you up to be afflicted, and shall kill you, and ye shall be hated of all nations for my name's sake. And we out here, we coming, and just like I read in the precept earlier, we coming and we coming in the likeness of Yahweh Shah because he was persecuted, they will also persecute us. Okay, so they go back around the full circle.
Yeah, you can see it, man. That's right there. That's a full statement right there. I can already see it happen. It's already built up. The narrative is already in place. All you gotta do now is carry out the action. So it's set up. Really, when I think about it, 2:30, y'all right, they blind. They blindly, like you were saying, they in gross darkness, and they want to believe everything that devil say, especially if you done gave them a bag. They love that devil now, and it's the business we be different. And it's a precept. It's going to perfectly sum it up. It's Romans 11:7. What then Israel have not obtained that which is seeking for? But the election have obtained it, and the rest were blinded. Why are they blind? Because they're in gross darkness. Because why they in gross darkness? Because they believe these lies. They believe Crown 19 is going around like this. They believe in Delta variants. And they believe that this juice is the reason what's going to, bring everything back to normal. Get them get their old life back. And if you don't comply with that, they're going to go tell on you. Because they want back their little luxuries. Because I know that they've been, hey, he rocking sleep. They've been living good, watch their little circus. You watch your little game, which ain't nothing wrong with that. We watch the game time to time, but they're focused on that. Like, you got something like, I gotta watch the game, but something wrong with them don't watch the game. Like, they life depend on that. That's how I know they Babylonian for real.
Going back in Matthew chapter 24, to back up even further, I'm gonna read down to verse 13, but starting at 10, and it said, "And then shall many be offended, and shall betray one another, and shall hate one another." And it said, verse 11, it said, "For many false prophets shall rise and shall deceive many. And because iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold." And it said, verse 13, it said, "For he that shall endure unto the end, the same shall be saved." So yeah, and that's that verse 10. It said, "And many shall be offended." So you telling them like it's not that serious, they'll be offended. And then they'll turn around and want to betray you, which will go back to them giving you up to the damn devil. They'll probably be the reason why you get cast into prison. Because that precept says the devil will cast some of you into prison. Some of your family members don't be the reason for that.
Well, right at your house, man. Yep. Like, we've been tipped off that you got this. Especially if they got weapons in the house. And the first thing, you a black Hebrew Israelite. Yeah. They already got us put down as a hate group. And we ain't did nothing to preach the truth. And let you know, like, the truth is light. They don't want that in the darkness, man. And as I say, well, we got Bibles in our hands. We preaching the truth. And that's a great offense in this kingdom.
That's to show you how powerful these words is. They get offended by these words right here. They get offended by the truth.
And righteousness, because they wicked, man. They said they promote Decepticons and homos like no other right now, man. They want to make that the new normal. And we're here to tell you, Yahweh said that's an abomination. That'll never be normal. See, we keepers of truth. We hold that line right there. And that's what Esau don't like. And now we coming out with that new song. And so many brothers, the house of David is growing so big now, that song is loud. They can't up with that sound. So what it say? The words of my mouth consume the devil, consume Satan. Hey, it's doing, man, this word right here is doing exactly what it said it was gonna do. Eat this devil up alive. Truth is going out. The elect are getting it, like the precept I read earlier. The elect are attaining it and repenting, changing their ways, and it's like a glitch in the matrix. It's disrupting the whole system. That's like that monkey wrench in your engine. Prophets that came out, truth is done spread it, and it's just putting a stop. That's how now I know it's gonna be a remedy. And what's preserving us is these words right here. This truth. This word right here is what's gonna preserve us, man. The knowledge of this word. And our belief in it, our faith, and then the works that we putting up. So I can see that, man. That's like me. What y'all doing is like somebody coming to rob us. Like, hey, man, at 5 o'clock, dude told me he about to go hit you up, man. He said you be at work. You gonna go in there and take everything you got. Good looking. So when he come with dudes come get you, sitting there waiting on him. Like that movie Betty. Like I knew you was coming. And like I said, I talked to somebody earlier. Oh yeah, I'm talking to my aunt in Wichita, talking. And this truth, like us having this truth right here, that's gonna, when they come for us, and we knew they was coming, that's gonna put them in like a fear. That's gonna scare them. Because we're gonna be in calm state, like I knew you was coming. That's gonna make them nervous. Like, what this dude talking about? He knew he was coming. You guys be posted up outside looking for us or something, like, it's gonna make them truth kind of weary. Like, he ain't putting up no resistance. He calm. And that's gonna make them scared. Because that's not gonna be normal to them. And that's because we already know what time it is. We ain't sleep. So I think I'm gonna tell them that when they come, like, I knew you was coming. Right. And they go, what you mean you knew? Like, you were watching us or something? You guys be posting outside or something? And that's power right there. That's powerful. All through this, man, the spirit. We're crocodile. Spirit power, Yahweh Shah, man. We live.
I got to back you up.
Go ahead,
This is Hebrews chapter 4 and verse 12. And it says, "For the word of the Most High is quick and powerful and sharper in any two-edged sword, killing even the dividing asunder of soul and spirit, and of the joint and marrow, and a discerner of the thought and intent of the heart.
Ooh, discerning of the intents and thoughts of the heart. Heart going to your mind. Most I said, he said, quicken the spirit. So when the crocodiles hit you, you hopefully like, hey, you gonna lock in. You gonna come all the way in the house today. You gonna come right on in. And once you come right on in, and you up here listening to all these the apostles and elders break down these living waters, hey, your mind gonna be renewed. You're gonna be quickened. You're gonna be brought back to life. That's why I would say the valley of dry bones. When you put the living waters to that dry bone, hey, you're gonna get life. Hey, that's why going to edification, you're gonna be built up. You know? You'll see that's the curses right there, man. I said, hey, on opioids and meth, and hey, it's hard time to wake out, man. So the doctor's read right there, man. When this spirit hits you, hey, you're gonna be built up. And once you get built up, you're gonna start putting that armor on. You're gonna start eating the meat of this word. You're gonna start armor up. That's when you armored up, hey, they can't come to you with no lies. Ain't no finesse game gonna work no more. There's only one option after that. They gotta come hard body. And we want them to come hard body, that's when the standard gonna be lifted up. So really, when I think about it, Esau Edom is in the trick bag. Because it's like he don't want to do it, but he gotta do it. And then when he do it, it's gonna destroy his kingdom. So he's gonna destroy his own kingdom. What it say? He that rolleth the stone, the stones roll the back on him. The actions he about to put in force is gonna destroy his kingdom. He has no choice but to do it. Because either way it go, he gonna lose.
It's just like Pharaoh. He didn't want to do it. The Lord hardened his heart and made him do it.
Then he's trying to change his mind at the end, and man is dead. Most I went ahead and put him on down after that.
You know, I just thought about that. You know how the devil is actually bringing up, they trying to get everybody to be subject to this new world order. They ain't doing nothing but just basically doing the work for the Most High anyway. Because your house got to be outside, got to come over and take over this whole world. They just they just building it up for your house outside.
The two new world order.
Yeah, the two new world order.
They gonna do their reset.
Yeah.
Your house about to come behind them with the real reset.
Yeah.
Let me show you how it's done. We're gonna launch all these nukes, burn everything up. You trying to do it on a small scale? What's the Lord? The Lord is a man of war. That's why I say don't fear Esau. You better fear your house by y'all shot, because when he comes with his, that's gonna show everything the devil's about to do. The devil about to do it on a small scale. Your house by y'all shot about to do it on a huge, high level scale. That's it. Yeah, that's what you need to fear. You know what I'm saying? Yahweh, he destroys souls. You know what I'm saying? He don't just knock you off of your fleshly life. He knock you off your whole soul, your whole spirit, whole existence.
You won't even be remembered.
Yeah, ain't no comeback, regenerate, nothing. You done. That's what you need to fear. You know? And that's the beginning of knowledge. And once you got the knowledge of how about you outside, you ain't bad. You're gonna look at Esau like, man, I wish you would. Go ahead. You know? I'm under the graces of how about you outside. So you do your thing, man. We're gonna see. I'm gonna witness. I want to see. I'm doing the work. Now I want to see it going to effect. Always going to effect, you gotta do what you gonna do. So I'm looking for you to make your move, devil. We ain't worried about it. As I say, I noticed the hope we lack and the 2/3 are two different spirits. 2/3 is scared right now. Hope we lack. We excited. We excited. We ready to see it. We seeing chariots. We ready to see the power pop off. We want to say, oh yeah, we ready to see how about you do his thing. And he showed doing it because what he doing, this place getting plagued. It's getting plagued just like Egypt. Economy messed up. They losing their children to meth and opioids, so you lose your children. They generation has no future. Crop getting ate up. Australia getting plagued with mice and snakes.
I heard they got rat problem now.
Yeah, they went from mice to rats, and then the mice and rats led to snakes.
Yeah.
You know, and they get tore up. They get tore up in Europe. You know, but they over there, they dying big time in Europe. They get bad in Europe, man. They young is dying, they old is dying. They dying off real bad in Europe. Man, I really Babylon the Great too. I just didn't report it like that. I said, and then let go to that labor shortage. Everybody think it's because everybody don't want to work. I'm like, no, man. Judgment going out, man. A lot of people is gone. Yeah, prophecy, baby. Grind shall cease, man. And they looking out their window, it be darkened. Because I look up now, man, Esau, a lot of young Edomites, they killing themselves. And that's because they look out the window, it be darkened. They know they ain't got no future. They know it's over with. Only person that's still trying to hold this place up is 2/3 Jake, Yasharala. This place is held up purely on the strength of Yasharala right now. Esau has lost all his wisdom. It's gone. You know?
I got a precept to back you up. This is Isaiah 30:1. It says, woe unto the rebellious children, saith the Lord, that take counsel, but not of me. And the cover, which is and the cover, which is a cover, but not of my spirit, that they may and sin unto sin.
You hear that? Take up, what do you say, a cover?
Yeah, but not unto his spirit.
But not unto his spirit. So what spirit do you got then? You got the spirit of Esau, Edom, the spirit of Satan. No? If you got the spirit of Yahweh Shah, that's the spirit you done took on. You done took the spirit of this world.
They said, woe unto them. That's a death and destruction. Bad times are coming to them. And they call them children of rebellious children.
Rebellious children.
And they don't want to hear them. They don't want to hear the word of the Lord. Yahweh Bashem Yahshua. So ain't nothing but woe gotta come to them. And I'm ready for it, man.
God. They say I like that rebellious chicks. Who they rebelling against?
Rebelling into Yahweh Bashem Yahshua.
Yahweh Bashem Shah. Here go Yahweh Shah. Why are you playing touch Christianity love? This Yahweh Shah to go right with the purple, the pocket red. It's Luke 19:27. But those my enemies, which were not that I should reign over them, bring hither and slay them before me. So that's your house, y'all saying if you ain't coming back to him, we're gonna put you to death. And we're gonna do the will of Yahweh, man. You gotta go. You don't want to represent the Lord, because you can't, you gonna bring wickedness into the kingdom. You can't have that, man. You tainted, you're toxic, you know, and you don't want to clean your act up. You want to rebel against our God, which really, that's why he called this place Babylon. Nimrod established Babel. Remember, he was one of the first ones in Hamite. He wanted to go against Yahweh.
Read this one verse now. It's Isaiah 30:2. It says that walk to go down to Egypt and have not asked at my mouth to strengthen themselves in the strength of Pharaoh and to trust in the shadow of Egypt.
You hear that? Trust in the shadow of Egypt. And now we know who these Egyptians are, man. Those are Hamites. They were your so-called Africans. And if you think about it, a lot of 2/3 think they what? I'm African American. And that puts you to really me. When you claim that, it puts you in the spirit to go against Yahweh Shah.
And also going into Esau Edom, because the Lord said this is spiritual Egypt right now. So that Egypt is the Edomites right now as well.
They took on the spirit of Nimrod. Because Nimrod desired to go against Yahweh Shah, and they desire to go against Yahweh Shah. So they desire to, what did it say, establish their throne. They want to be like the Most High. They want to do what he do.
And then the Most High said, there's none other than me. So the Lord said, there's no God other than me.
God, he the only one. And you got to think about too, Yahweh Shah gave all his reverence to who? To Yahweh. So I'm like, look how powerful he was. So if he giving reverence, you better give reverence too. So I'm like, I look at 2/3 Jake like, how you figure, man?
Back in Zechariah 13:8, just for edification purposes, to back both of y'all up. And it said, and it shall come to pass that all the land, said the Lord, Yahweh Shah, 2 parts therein shall be cut off and die, but the third shall be left therein. And it said in verse 9, it said, and I will bring the third through the fire, and I will refine them as silver is refined, and I will retry them as gold is tried, and they shall call on my name, and I will hear them, and I will say, it is my people, and they shall say, the Lord Yahweh is my power.
See, that's why that verse you brought up, that's why we call all the rebellious children the 2/3. Because the Most High said right there, 2/3 should be cut off in the land. Think about it. That's talking about all 12 tribes of Israel. That's a lot of people right there. Really, we're the most numerous people on the face of the planet. You add up all the tribes, you add up all 12 tribes, we're the most numerous people. And he said 2/3 of that about to die. And he said 1/3 to be tried, and then 1/3 goes into hope we elect. That's the seed, that's the lot you want to be in. You don't want to be the lot of a 2/3. You don't want to be in rebellion of Yahweh Shah. Especially in the time we're coming into, where you're going to need his help. You're going to need a divine intervention. You know, you don't want that, man. You know, this is what it says, it's a trouble thing to fall into the hands of the Lord. Yeah, you want to seek his face. You don't want to fall in the hands because, hey, then you're going to get your torment that I read earlier. You know, certain destruction. Because we give it to you now, man. We on the watch, tell you to repent, get to the wedding. Your house coming back to marry that woman, man. He called Zion, what he said, commonly delicate woman. And that's how he feel about the hope we lack. And I see why he feel about the hope we lack, because we give praise to his name. Like I read the end of that, say they'll call on his name. The name is what? Yahweh. The name is very important. The name is back. That's how we know we in that time. They wasn't really, I wasn't hearing that hollered out, 20 years ago. It's like that was barely, they wasn't even out like that. Now it's getting boomed out. Like people putting that name on the back of their cars now. You know the spirit getting out. So I gotta get my freezer. I might bring one more out.
I'm actually looking for it. I can't find it.
I'm gonna probably bring this one right here. This is gonna bring everything full circle. This first address, 436. All the earth cried upon the truth, and the heaven blessed it. All works shake and tremble at it, and with it is no unrighteous thing. So, like I said earlier, this truth is going out, man. It's going out. It's covering up these lies. It's taking out the darkness, and it's really destructing this whole kingdom, because Babylon the Great was established on a lie. So that's why this truth going out now is breaking it down. And keep on reading this, verse 37. Wine is wicked. The king is wicked. Women are wicked. All the children of man are wicked, and such are all their wicked works. And there is no truth in them. In their unrighteousness also they shall perish. So that's the most I let you know, this wine. That's why we call it the Babylon Jews, because it's philosophy. Everything they taught you about her it's ruined mostly majority of everybody. That's why the Most High said the king is wicked, the women is wicked, the women are polluted. You can turn on Kevin Samuels and see that all day long. The children are wicked because they got TV. They got wicked parents. All that works are wicked. A 2/3 Israelite Jake, especially a nigga, all his works is to hit licks and who I can sell to and get over with. All his works is wicked. It's really, when I think about it, Akim, they took on the mindset of Esau Edom. So all they do, they like, get the bag, I gotta be wicked. So I gotta hit this lick, I gotta kill this dude, get my name up, put the powder in the pot, whip it till it's hot, and sell it to my people. And then right here, that's unrighteousness. All unrighteous but the prayer. So you should be seeking after going and being righteous, so you can be saved. I'm gonna keep on reading. It's 38. That's what the truth. It endureth and is always strong. It liveth and conquer forevermore. And so that goes because the truth is solid. But the truth is the truth. You ain't gotta fight and go hard to defend the truth, because it's solid. It's the light. And it's gonna conquer this darkness in this place, because it's, like I said, it's built on lies.
That's why Esau hate the truth, man. Because when you start telling the truth, all his lives is gonna crumble. Then you're gonna really find out how they really established America, how they really established how they really got all them military bases in all these other countries and continents, because they warred with them. They destroyed everything. Man.
With the sword.
That's why they want to get rid of so-called Black history. They don't want it to be taught.
Critical race theory.
They don't want no truth out, because it's gonna paint them in the light that they really are in, and that's a bad light.
Same point on their glory.
Yeah.
It made naked, because they make them naked. And they sit there, this look crazy. Like, they can't dispute it because it's the truth. So we'll keep on reading. Check it out. This first address 439. With her, there is no accepting of persons or rewards, but she doeth the things that are just and refraining from all unjust and wicked things. And all men do well like of her works. And see right there, that's going into talking about that her, that's going into wisdom. And wisdom, that's spiritual wisdom. And what's spiritual wisdom? That's the knowledge of Yahweh Shah. That's these scriptures right here. And she knows what it say. Accepting the persons. That's why most famous celebrities don't get this truth. Who get the truth is your lowly and your meek. The people in the low place. You say what it say, what the Ecclesiastes, the rich sit in the low place. They folly said great Denny. So your celebrities aren't going to get this truth like that. That's because they're too full of darkness. They had to do certain things and rituals to get that money, to get that career they got.
He said he had used the four 4 men to confound the wise or something like that. I mean, yeah, confound the hot. Something like that. Lucy paraphrasing on that note. Yeah, the Lord, he raising us up to get it, man. So we're the rulers of it. They already established they riches on this earth. Man, that's their reward. And they're gonna get destroyed with that reward too. The lowly, we're gonna get that throne in heaven. It says, what the Lord said? He said, if you seek thrones and scepters, yeah, man. And that's what we're seeking right now. They seeking the bag and a couple of pinky rings and a watch and like 3 chains with a choker at the top of it, man.
And they not the treasure here on earth, treasure in heaven above, mocking, with deep mocking.
They want is a Louis bag and a Louis belt and a wallet to match, man. And
like you said, a Louis purse, really.
Yeah, exactly. A satchel.
A straight purse, man. You know,
I got a precept to back you up when you said earlier, all the 2/3 think about it, how to get the net lit, so on and so forth. This is Jeremiah chapter 4 and verse 22, and it says, "For my people is foolish, they have not known me, they are silent children, and they have none understanding." And he said, "They are wise to do evil, but to do good, they have no knowledge." So they, they just go back to what they're wise to do evil and do good, they have no knowledge. They don't have no knowledge of the scripture. They don't know what is right. They don't know what the righteous of how about what he wants to accomplish right here.
that's why a lot of our women and all our people accept homosexuality like that. They don't know. That's just I'm sure they've been taught by the devil, so they roll with that logic. And I like how you call them silent children. Looking at word, it means to be drunk, stupid. And I remember I read that precept earlier talking about the wine. They drunk off that wine, and Esau Edom has given out to them. That Babylon juice.
Maybe come up with another precept, which is Proverbs 7:15, because we said they how they accept the homosexuality, and not realizing that if you accept the wickedness that Lucy paraphrasing. I know Proverbs 17:15, Lucy paraphrasing, if you accept the wickedness and condemn the judge, then you are also an abomination as well. They don't realize it.
They also go to Isaiah 13:15. They make you join unto them.
Yeah.
You in with them at the table, drink the same juice they drink. Most I said we supposed to drink on these living waters, these scriptures. We are a holy people. Holy means separate. We're supposed to separate ourselves. They don't mean physically separate yourself. They mean spiritually separate themselves. It means don't do what they do. Like don't keep their customs. They say this is good, then we need to do the opposite of what they talk about. Really, we're supposed to. When I look at these scriptures, Esau Edom is adverse to everything in the book. Everything Most High said to do, he don't do. Everything, this whole kingdom is set in opposition to the word. And then they so slick with being lying, they swear on the Bible and claim that their country is built off the foundation of it. But when you look at it and read the book, no, it's not. It goes totally against it on all fronts. And then, like so cold when they even took certain books out the word. What the fuck about? The brother hide theyself. Because he called him a vagabond. So we would tell you, like, hey, he been found out. We got him, man. We got him in the crosshairs. We got him pointed out. And we like, man, how shall I get him? He guilty. Here's the evidence. We putting it out. Hey, we looking to see him get sentenced. Before he gets sentenced, though, it's like he out on bond. Hey, he about to come get you, man. Hey, we evidence. We what's it called? Witnesses. Test. What's it called when you testify? A witness. Yeah, we a witness. So like like any good crime lord, crime boss tomorrow, and I gotta get rid of the witness. That's what they seeking to do with this jab. It's crime 19. The judge, yeah. I gotta get rid of. Oh, and then look, what's he say? What's that? Revelation 11:7. We the 2 witnesses. Yeah. We the witness process. Hey, this devil trying to get rid of the witnesses, right? We got the evidence. We got all the evidence.
Found the evidence. He said the devil comes down on him because he knows he got one time. He got to get that judge.
He about to get sentenced, man.
Yeah, how about you outside in that execution chair? He got to hurry up and go get rid of the witness.
That's exactly what we're going to do.
How y'all doing, man?
We doing good. But yeah, man, that's what's going down right now. It's a very beautiful thing to watch. Very beautiful thing to witness. Man, it's going down just like the Most High wrote it up. It's going down just like that, man. So y'all already gonna pick up. That being said, we'll give all praise and glory to Yahweh, Hashem, Yahushua, Hashem, Rakadas. Barb Yasrala. Hey, baby, hey. Armor up, Yasrala, armor up. Here this devil come.
Shalom.
Shalom.